Hey folks, this is D-Lo coming at you again with another video, and this article came out recently. So drivers in the southern west are learning electric cars don't like it hot. So this is something they should have saw coming. Yes, we will. This is something they should have saw coming because these electric cars are not like gas cars. See, at least a gas car, the battery wouldn't get affected like this. But they didn't consider that when they were making the electric car. They couldn't figure out the way uh, to have you better fix up where they could deal with the weather in general. Cause I'm like, during summertime it's gonna get hot, and based on how the way vehicles are made nowadays, these car batteries are not gonna be the same when they deal with certain temperatures. I mean, this is something they should consider when they was making these electric cars, but I digress. But let me play y'all this audio.
Southwest are learning electric cars don't like it hot. By Jim Gorzelany. Newbie electric vehicle owners learned last winter the hard truth about frigid weather adversely affecting both onboard battery range and charging times. Cold weather testing conducted by the Society of Automotive Engineers indicates EVs can lose as much as around 41% of their battery capacity at 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and even more as the mercury dips further, with about 2/3 of the extra energy consumed being used to heat the cabin. Charging times become significantly longer as well. What's more, as many first-time owners being affected by the nation's sizzling heat wave are discovering, EVs are likewise hampered when ambient temperatures are at the upper end of the scale. The SAE says they'll lose an average of 17% of their effective range at 95 degrees, with a vehicle's climate control again being a major culprit. The loss is even greater when temps reach triple digits. A study released by the EV data tracking company Recurrent determined a given model's battery capacity can drop by as much as 31% in 100-degree weather. In addition, charging an EV in extremely hot weather can cause chemical reactions that places undue stress on the battery, which can both adversely affect its range as well as its longevity. That's why many models now come with battery cooling systems. Of course, conventionally powered cars also
You know why it come with battery cool system? Because them electric car batteries weren't meant to be dealing with certain temperatures. They weren't. They were made to deal with certain temperatures. And I hate to use this comparison, but think about your iPhone. I mean, just hit me on this now. Now, this may not be the best comparison, but I want y'all to listen to where I'm going with this. Think about your iPhone. If you're in the middle of charging your iPhone and it's charging up good, but all of a sudden it start charging, the reason why it stopped charging because your phone is so hot, it done got to a certain temperature to now, to now you got to wait for your phone to cool off a little bit before it can stop charging again. Because when your iPhone uh reach to a certain when it feels kind of hot, a little bit too hot, your phone will literally start charging while you actually got the charger plug up in your phone because it's at a certain temperature. And something similar is going on with these electric car batteries. The battery wasn't meant to take that kind of temperature. Now these people should know better than that. They didn't consider all this when they was coming out these electric vehicles. And now on the way, let me take you back to a video I done maybe possibly 7 months ago, probably longer than that. I did a view of an article. This man got locked out of his Tesla electric vehicle. He got locked out of his Tesla electric vehicle because something was going on with the battery. And he was told he had to pay an absolute amount of money just to get that fixed. Now, if you wish the potential of your electric car battery acting like that on a good day, then what do you think gonna happen during the summer heat? Now, see, that's the difference between these electric cars and gas cars. At least the gas car, you won't have to worry about your battery like that. But they so hard to come out with next big things like electric cars and stuff, and they don't think about the small stuff that can mean a lot. I don't understand these people. But let's continue with this audio.
Consume more fuel than usual while operating in extreme temperatures. But these losses are more profound with EVs, which are at the mercy of what are often inoperative public charging stations. While this will vary from one model to another, and according to a variety of external factors, it underscores the fact that EV owners need to anticipate attaining fewer miles on a charge during extreme temperatures, and adjust both their driving styles and expectations accordingly. It's also wise to keep a watchful eye on an EV's state of charge indicator and be aware of where public charging stations are located in case one is needed. There are, however, several proactive ways to wring maximum miles out of an electric vehicle of any kind, no matter how sweltering daytime temperatures become. For starters, experts suggest parking an EV in a garage or covered parking lot, or at the least in a shaded area, to help minimize exposure to the scorching sun. It's a good idea.
You know why you got to do that? Cause your electric car battery got to stay at a certain temperature. You can't risk it being that hot. That's what that's all about. In my opinion, that's what that's all about. Because your electric car battery wasn't meant to be at a certain temperature. But see, these people out here who create electric cars, they didn't think about small stuff like that. And know it be hot like I don't know what during summertime. And then according to this audio, the electric car battery could be a problem even in the wintertime. So if it could be a problem in the wintertime, you know it's definitely gonna be a problem in the summertime. I don't know what's the matter with these people.
To pre-cool the vehicle remotely while it's charging, using an app or timer function on a home charger, if available, to tap the power grid instead of the battery to bring down internal temperatures. That will likely save several miles of driving range by not immediately overtaxing the vehicle's air conditioning while pulling out of one's driveway. For better or worse, it's also helpful to run the air conditioning sparingly while driving, especially at highway speeds where battery consumption is automatically greater than it is during around town use. This is where having ventilated seats can come in handy, as they cool one from the bottom up while using far fewer kilowatts than running an AC compressor. An even better strategy is to avoid driving and/or charging an EV during the hottest times of the day if that's an option. Also, owners will want to engage in EV's maximum regenerative braking setting to send the most amount of energy back to the battery that would otherwise be lost while slowing down and coming to a stop. Many models allow so-called one-pedal driving, in which the function is dialed up enough to enable the vehicle to reach a complete stop, or at least close to it, without using the brakes. One-pedal driving also has the added bonus of minimizing brake system wear. Experts suggest EV owners maintain no more than an 80% charge to help prevent an accelerated loss in capacity down the road. That's because maxing out to a full charge places added stress on the battery. Engage in EV's Eco, or battery saver, mode if it's so equipped to conserve energy.
You hear what they said? What he just said. Battery saver. Now, ladies and gentlemen, battery saver, when you think about the phrase, you think about those words, battery saver, what is the number one thing you would see a battery saver on? Because me, when I personally think about a battery saver, I think about a cell phone or an iPhone. Those things got a battery saver. And I also know when the iPhone reaches us, when the iPhone get too hot and you charging your battery up, and your phone is at a certain heat temperature, it'll stop charging. So, see, you see where I'm going with this? See, that's the problem with the people. They sit here with all this technology and these electric cars and everything, trying to create these electric cars. You ain't doing nothing. Drop these cars out here today ain't nothing but computers on wheels. And I said that before. These cars out here today ain't nothing but computers on wheels. It can either be a computer's on wheel, a tablet on wheel, or a phone on wheels. Talking about doggone battery saver. You normally don't hear nothing like that unless you deal with an iPhone. Not for a car. See, oh boy. Let's continue.
Rely as much as possible on home charging and avoid using public level 3 DC fast charge stations unless absolutely necessary, as they can accelerate battery degradation, especially in hot climates. Otherwise, many of the same strategies for saving fuel in a gas engine vehicle apply to maximizing an EV's operating range. The most effective advice is to simply go easy on the accelerator. It may be tempting to exploit an electric car's instant and continuous torque to achieve grin-inducing full-throttle launches, but that consumes far more battery power than driving passively. Use the cruise control on the highway to maintain a constant speed. Be sure to keep an EV's tires properly inflated to minimize rolling resistance, and in turn, its energy efficiency. Use a good quality tire gauge to check the air pressure, more frequently as the weather warms up or cools down, as it can vary by an average of 1 psi, pounds per square inch, with every 10-degree change in ambient temperature. Keep the tires inflated to the recommended psi level as indicated by a label inside the driver's side door. It's also a smart move to clear any clutter from the cabin or trunk, as reducing a vehicle's curb weight is a surefire way to improve its energy efficiency. Also, minimize wind resistance at higher speeds by keeping the windows closed and relying on the climate control vents to circulate air throughout the cabin. Again, minimizing use of the AC. Remove an EV's roof rack or other air-blocking accessories when not in use to preserve its inherent aerodynamics. No matter how hot the temperatures may climb, let's hope cooler heads prevail.
Okay, that's the end of the audio, but let's get something straight. Ain't nothing sufficient about electric cars. Not even with this situation. And when you think about what's going on with electric cars in general, ain't nothing sufficient about them. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this article. You know what? These people got a tendency to create something down, and they don't think about the small stuff. They don't think about the small stuff. They should have saw this coming, especially during the summertime. Got people buying these electric cars. Like I told y'all, these electric cars ain't nothing but computers on wheels. And after doing this video on this article, you can might have said the combination of computers and phone on wheels. The way they going, it don't make no sense. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. If you like the video, thumbs it up, comment, share, of course. And I'll see y'all in the next one. D-Lo out.